The Legal Practitioners Fidelity Fund is currently hosting an outreach program which is aimed essentially at highlighting the importance of legal accountability. And I suppose in some ways that weaves its way into this national dialogue or the national convention taking place in the lead up to the dialogue itself. What role does the legal fraternity have to play, and what does accountability look like? Well, SABC News reporter Aphumelele Mhlalane is keeping a close eye on that story, and she joins us now live. Aphumelele, break things down for us.
Well, Ayanda, I would say so much of many things that transpired that are very interesting, as this is a community outreach whereby the legal fraternity saw it fit to come to Welkom and talk to, the community where, of course, they are talking about the challenges within the legal fraternity. But it would be interesting, of course, to know from, the community members that have come to this Legal Practitioners Fidelity Fund outreach that is taking place to hear what do they really say about the national dialogue. Ntate, you just were listening to the CEO talking about the legal matters, but how would you want the national dialogue to address the issues that are within, the legal fraternity?
Okay, firstly, let me say my name is Bishop Fulatela Madela. I think the first step that they must do, they must go to the primary schools. They must teach the learners from the young age, because that's where the problem arises. Some beneficiaries, together with the lawyers, they are misusing the funds that are left for the children. And those children, they end up using drugs because of frustration. Some of them, they are killing themselves. So secondly, what will be important for legal practitioners to come closer to the other places like Welkom. Now they are only in Bloemfontein, Gauteng, Pretoria, and the other big cities. So if you have a problem, you can't even reach them. Sometimes you don't have the funds, maybe to take a taxi or a bus, or even to hire a car to go there and tell them about your problem, or you can't even buy an airtime. So it means they come here today, then we listen to them, but to reach them for help, it will be difficult. The other issue, that is the third one, they are not reaching to the rural areas. So the people in the rural areas, they don't have the information, especially the uneducated ones. Those who wanted this information, they have been abused because of their farmers and even their boys. Even they have abused them and even never giving them even their money. They don't know where to go. They have taken the legal steps, but those legal steps have not even helped them.
But are you in support of the national dialogue?
Somehow it doesn't help us, because of we talk, it's like a talk show. We are all, it has been done for years, but it doesn't help us. Like I said, it doesn't go to the steps that I have mentioned. So they must take that route. Even the churches, they come to the churches when there are elections. They invite the leaders of the churches that they can come and vote for them and do those things. But when there are these things like this, they don't come to them.
Strong views by those that are in participation of what is happening. I just want to bring Ndate now just to understand what's your take on this public participation that is ongoing here, incorporating it with what we do know it's going to be, of course, be rolled out across the country, the national dialogue. What's your view?
Number one, thank you for giving me the opportunity, even though I didn't know that I'll be interviewed today. Thank you. Number two, really, when we had the explanation or the introduction of this dialogue, in my heart, from the spiritual side of things, I took it as Malachi. The verse from the Bible of Malachi, chapter 4, verse 6, where the hearts of the fathers will be turned to the hearts of the children, and children to the hearts of their fathers. In other words, to correct whatever wrongs that were there before. There were so many wrongs, like now we had here in this meeting where we've got the legal fund, indemnity fund to come and tell us what we must do. I mean, people have lost houses illegally. People have been paying high interest when they own the mortgage illegally. What we want the dialogue to address, if the dialogue, I mean, in South Africa there is a lot of good things that are being made. For example, laws, I mean, they talk about the number one constitution in the world. But the problem is the implementation. We don't have the people that must implement. Talking is too much, little action. So it's like in the word. The word will give us revelation. The revelation must be realized. And after realization, there must be manifestation of that revelation. So if this dialogue is just a dialogue, I mean, the other thing that I was expecting, I was not expecting it to be so expensive. Because in Isaiah chapter 55, the word of God says, come and buy without money. If we are addressing things that are affecting people who do not have money, who do not have anything, why should it be so expensive? 700 million. It was a good thing looking at it that we want to understand each other as South Africans, and we want to build a better South Africa for all our people. And therefore, let us not waste time by talking too much. Things are being identified that need to be rectified immediately, and we need to act on that immediately. And we are prepared to help where they want us to come and help with the implementation, not talking.
Ayanda, the reiteration of implementation again and again. Mama, you are the last speaker. Haribueka taba ena na bohlokwa ba hore o tle mo le hore national dialogue e etlo etsuwang o batla ho bona e thusetsa jwang.
Nna ke me Maki Anamponki mona Welkom ke dula ka Mekhukhung. Ke thabile haholo ha ke bona batho bana ba le mona ba re ba tlo re thusa. Re le batho rona ga sokola haholo jwang ha ke tlile monana ke tlile hore ngwanaka le yena o hloka thuso. Ke na le ngwana a ileng a le mala 5 years ago. Ha tsebe o tsamaya ke dula Mekhukhung, ha ke tsebe ha ke mo isa toilet ke mo isa jwang hobane mo ke dulang ke ka Mekhukhung, and then ha khone ya toilet, ha khone ho etsa letho, o na le bana ba babedi. O ile a batla thuso diagenteng, and then after that ke 5 years no ha ke bone a sebeletswa. Ha re tsebe ke le ka thaba haholo ha ke utlwa hore batho bana ba tla mona ba tla ba re thusa, ba re hlaile sedi hore na re tlamile re etse jwang hobane jwale ha se re dutse ka Mekhukhung, o dutse ka motho a sa tsebeng ho etsa letho, o bona o entse jwang a dutse mbetheng. Ka nnete nna ke kopa hore ba re thuse ka nnete, ba ske ba re ba tlo re thusa from there ebe ha re fumane thuso bane re tlile mona ka go tshepa hore re tlo fumana thuso. So ke na le tshepo eo ya hore ba mpe ba re thuse haholo ke rona batho ba dula Mekhukhung ba tsena le dinomoro. Re a sokola ha re na metsi, o dula le motho a dutse mbetheng o mogella metsi, o sokola o misa toilet, ha o tsebe agente ona ha isa le thola e ritu ke 5 years no 5 years o sna nix into etsahalang ka nnete nna ke bohloko ke kopa thuso.
Basically, Ayanda, what she is saying is that is appreciating that this outreach has come to their door because she's like indicating that she's living with a child that cannot walk, and of course they've been in and out of court, but to date there isn't any justice for the child. So these are one of the issues that are being a topic of the day, where they are being told, those that are having pending cases for quite a long time, where to go about, and the issue of those ones that have been paying lawyers, but their cases are not being resolved. As a result, we do understand that over 50 lawyers since 2018 were disbarred because of various misconducts that they've been doing, taking advantage of those that are not informed about how to go about when they don't understand the issues that have to do with law. And now this conversation that is ongoing here it's allowing them to interact with the ones that, have information, just to also give them the steps that they have to carry out to make sure that those cases and the justice that they're saying that is not prevailing, it should prevail. But I must indicate that since yesterday, when we were doing the issue of, the national dialogue, there's been mixed reactions from the young people at the higher institutions at the University of the Free State, where they were sharing that, it's contradictory, because they are saying that the issue of implementation is not taking place. However, there's been this public participation, but there has not been any result, talking about the higher unemployment issue, and also saying that the funding when it comes to higher institutions is also not accommodating everyone, even those that, would like to pursue their education. But if they do not have funds, or they don't meet the criteria of, the NSFAS, they are becoming disadvantaged. They are saying that they want to see this change when this national dialogue, takes place, especially when it comes to the issue of implementation. It's back to you.
All right, Phumelele Mdlalane is live to us there from Welkom in the Free State. That's where that outreach program has gotten underway, helping community members there really grasp the concept of legal accountability and weaving that into their expectations of the national dialogue.